To the European Union Election Observer Mission report on Nigeria's 2023 election, the Inter-Party Advisory Council IPAC has acknowledged some of the report's recommendations while highlighting the need for balanced and contextually aware observations. The umbrella body of the 19 registered political parties in Nigeria that participated in the election raised concerns about the pronouncement on Nigerians' domestic affairs without sufficient consideration for the country's independence and sovereignty. Addressing newsmen in Abuja, the IPAC chairman Yabagi Sani urged for more sensitivity and recognition of the implement of realities as he vowed to implement actionable suggestions.
As the umbrella body of the 19 registered political parties in Nigeria that 18 participated in the elections, and as the most critical stakeholders in democratic space in Nigeria, the Inter-Party Advisory Council IPAC has carried out a dispassionate review of the EU EOM report and listened to the views expressed by all stakeholders in the Nigerian democratic process. IPAC is aware that the practice of inviting national and international observers to our elections is a veritable means of consolidating Nigeria's democratic process and has become a recurring feature of our electoral process since the restoration of democracy in Nigeria in 1999 after prolonged military rule. We observe that in the 2023 general election, the EU EOM deployed 51 non-resident observers to Nigeria for a period of 3 months, from 11th January to 11th April 2023, to observe the election from the preparatory activities to the conduct of polls and the announcement of results.
The council also called for thorough screening of nominated candidates for the position of minister and for the 10th Assembly to review and make necessary amendment in the next elections.
It is important at this point to urge the Commission to receive EU EOM report in good faith and to consider the recommendations contained therein with a view to taking necessary actions and proposing required changes in the electoral legal framework to implement those recommendations that will further strengthen our electoral process and consolidate our democracy. IPAC also urges all aggrieved candidates who have already filed cases at the various election petition tribunals to patiently await the verdict of the tribunal. IPAC also urges the President and the National Assembly to take necessary steps to support INEC in the efficient deployment of technology in future elections to reduce post-election disagreements and litigations. It is only in this way that the Nigerian people, who are the true sovereign, will have enhanced confidence in the democratic process. IPAC is of the view that any candidate nominated for these positions must be thoroughly screened by the security agencies and the Senate to prevent persons of unworthy character from becoming a commission member or resident electoral commissioner.
It is worthy to note that the EU EOM's report has sparked contrasting reaction from various stakeholders, with the presidency expressing criticism and opposition parties lauding its insights.